All right, let's get right into it. Today, we are taking a deep analytical dive into the 2025 adoption tax credit. There are some huge changes coming down the pike, and we're going to break down not just what they are, but what they really mean for families. Look, there's no sugarcoating it. While adoption is an amazing journey, it can be incredibly expensive. We're talking about a mountain of costs, legal fees, travel, you name it. For a lot of people, that financial barrier can seem just impossible to overcome. And that is exactly where this tax credit comes into play. So, how can a change in the tax code actually make a meaningful difference? Well, for 2025, the adoption tax credit has been totally overhauled. And I mean it. This isn't just some small adjustment. It's a fundamental shift in how support is delivered to adoptive families. Let's dig in. So here's our roadmap. We'll start with the financial barrier itself. Then we'll look at the new tool designed to help. After that, we'll get into the specific numbers you need to know, cover some crucial rules for special cases, and finally, walk through how to actually claim your credit. First off, let's just put the problem in perspective. A private adoption in the US can easily cost anywhere from $20,000 to over $50,000. That is a staggering amount of money for almost any family. This is precisely why the tax credit exists. It's not just a bonus. For many, it's an absolute lifeline. Okay, so we understand the challenge. Now, let's talk about the new and improved solution. The biggest headline for 2025 is that the credit now has a new hybrid structure. Think of it as its new secret weapon, designed for more flexibility and, importantly, more immediate financial help. So what in the world is a hybrid credit? Well, it's a total game changer. It basically combines the best of both worlds. You get a refundable part, which can mean actual cash back in your pocket, plus a non-refundable part, which lowers your tax bill. This is a massive shift from the old system, and it really changes how you can benefit. Let's break down the two sides of this coin. The refundable part is the really exciting piece. You can get up to $5,000 back as a check, even if you owe $0 in taxes. Think about that. That's direct cash to help with those huge upfront costs. Then there's the non-refundable part. That works like a traditional credit, knocking down what you owe the IRS. And if you can't use all of it in 1 year, no problem. You can carry the rest forward for up to 5 years. It's a much more powerful and flexible setup. All right, now that you get the mechanics, let's get to the part everyone's been waiting for, the numbers. These are the key figures you've got to have on your radar to really plan your finances and make the most of this. So the big top line number is $17,280. That's the maximum total credit you can claim for each eligible child. It's a pretty substantial amount, and remember, this total is split between those refundable and non-refundable pieces we just discussed. And here it is, the number that really changes the game. Of that total, up to $5,000 is refundable. Again, that means the IRS could send you a check for up to $5,000. This is huge for families needing cash in hand to cover those immediate out-of-pocket adoption costs. Now, of course, there are income limits. If your modified adjusted gross income, or MAGI, goes above $259,190, the credit starts to get smaller. We'll look at the full range in just a second, but this is the number where that phase out begins. So what costs actually count? Well, it's pretty much what you'd expect. Reasonable adoption fees, court costs, lawyer bills. But it also includes things you might not think of, like travel. Yep, that means flights, hotels, and meals while you're away from home for the adoption can all be included. Just as important is knowing what doesn't qualify. A few big ones to watch out for. Surrogacy costs are out, as that's considered a separate process. Adopting a stepchild also doesn't count. And crucially, there's no double dipping. If your employer already paid you back for an expense, you can't also claim it for the credit. Okay, this table lays out those income limits perfectly. If your MAGI is under about $259,000, you're golden. You can get the full credit. If you're in that middle zone, up to about $299,000, it gradually reduces. And if you're above that top number, the credit is completely phased out. It's really designed to target the families who need that financial support the most. So, we've got the basics down. But as we know, adoption isn't always simple and straightforward. So now let's get into a couple of really important special cases with their own unique rules. These are the kinds of details that can make a massive difference. Now, this first one is a really big deal. Pay close attention here. If you adopt a child with special needs from the U.S. foster care system, you can claim the maximum credit amount, that full $17,280, even if your out-of-pocket expenses were zero. Let that sink in. It's a powerful statement of support for families taking in children who need it most. And for 2025, there's a vital and long overdue update to this rule. For the first time, special needs determinations made by Native American tribal governments will be recognized for this credit. This is a fantastic step toward ensuring more equitable access to this benefit. Okay, now for foreign adoptions, the key word is timing. You can't claim a single dollar until the adoption is 100% finalized. This process can take years, so you have to be a diligent record keeper. You basically stack up all your receipts over that time, and then, the moment it's final, you can claim all of those past expenses on that 1 year's tax return. All right, you know the rules, you know the numbers. So how do you actually get this credit? Let's walk through the practical, step-by-step process. I promise it's not as intimidating as you might think, but you do have to follow the steps. Rule number 1, and I absolutely cannot stress this enough, documentation. Save everything. The final decree, placement agreements, every single receipt. My advice? Start a dedicated folder, physical or digital, on day 1. Your future self will seriously thank you when it's time to do your taxes. When you boil it down, it's really a 3-step dance. 1, gather all that paperwork we just talked about. 2, complete one specific form. That's IRS Form 8839. That's where you do the math. And 3, file that form right along with your main 1040 tax return. That's really all there is to it. So as you can see, the 2025 adoption tax credit is so much more than just another line on a tax form. By making a portion of it refundable, it's become a true financial lifeline. It offers direct, tangible support in a way we've never seen before. Which leaves us with a pretty big question. Could this be the very thing that helps more families finally make the dream of adoption a reality? The road is never easy. But with this powerful new tool, that path just became a little more accessible for everyone.